Welcome to the Tilt Gamer Podcast, episode 15.5, version 2.0. I'm your host, NSA is watching us with Paired Rabbit, of course.
Yeah.
And we've also got Brent, a.k.a. Ferdinand, a good buddy of ours, to talk about a few more games with us. Because Paired Rabbit here isn't getting good enough to play Dark Souls. And I need someone to talk about this
It's definitely
with.
I don't want to pay for the game. That's all it is.
That's all it is?
That's all it is.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, no, because I've seen Brent play, and I'm like, I could dig this if I just paid for the game.
I'll let you borrow it like I did Bloodborne, as long as you stream it.
Oh, you actually have the hard copy this time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I didn't fuck up with, like I did Division.
Yeah, and you just got to download it.
Yeah, so last week, the actual episode 15...
It was such a good episode, too.
Yeah, I had just done with everything, was about to upload it for all your guys' ears, and somehow the data files got fucked up.
Goddamn corrupt files up in here.
Yeah, corrupt files, classic failure. And I just had so much other stuff to do. There was no way we were going to record. Yeah, this is what we get for not streaming it. But just didn't have enough time to record with all this new stuff that we had going on this week. But how has it been for you this week? What are your thoughts and feelings, just in general so far, on the new content that you've had the pleasure of playing?
One of the games didn't even feel like new content. I was done in the same day as I played.
What about the other game?
The other one was a little better.
A little bit better?
I enjoyed it more, for sure. Because, I'm still playing it right now.
I think I have a good idea of which ones you're talking about.
Yeah, I figured.
So,
knowing me, yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and crack into that second one you talked about with The Division.
Yes.
Yep, that's what I figured. So, we got the Incursion this week. It's been something else. It's been a roller coaster this week, for sure.
It's definitely been 50-50 for me.
If you haven't done it yet, the Incursion is basically a giant room. Yes, the big bad raid that they said they've been working on forever, and is going to be the coup de grace of the Division experience.
Yep. And a long walk up to it. Long hallways.
Long walk up to it with about five or six enemies. Well, I will say, that first encounter, when you wipe out the two shotgunners at the beginning, and then walk up to the edge...
It catches you off guard.
Caught me off guard, for sure. They definitely present a new enemy type for this one event, but... it would have been cool to see them sprinkle those guys throughout, like, other missions and shit. Just, like, spice things up.
I think they will from here on out, after this.
Yeah, we'll probably see them in new missions, because that was, a LMB enemy? Yeah, that's right. So I'm sure if we have any more LMB new missions, we're definitely going to see some more of those things.
For sure.
Won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't gotten to it yet, but it's pretty cool. But aside from that one cool part, we have... you get past that, and there's one big-ass room with a non-mobile boss and 15 waves of enemies you have to fight through that are the exact same enemies that we've seen, aside from that new one.
Yep.
And they fight you exactly like you would expect them to, that we've always seen. No interesting new mechanics.
Right.
Except
they're just
for
stronger.
On four
more
of
bullet
the...
spongy.
Yeah. Because they're, gold 32s, so they're like the challenging. And if you do the challenge...
The hard is 32.
Yeah, the hard is the gold 32s, and the challenging is actually gold 34s.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that for sure.
Yeah.
We definitely need to get a little bit better
bullet
gear before that.
Yeah, working on it.
Yeah, working on it at a much slower pace, because we're not actually totally abusing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like, we'll get to those guys.
Yeah.
So...
a little bit we used the
You
game.
fight through these 15 waves, and on 4 of them, what are the starred guys? Like Commander, Gold, Bard enemies?
Yeah, they basically just call him the explosive guy.
Yeah, the explosive guy comes out, and it's just a normal enemy, and you gotta kill him. He drops a little pack that falls on the ground. One of your teammates has to pick it up. You run up to where the boss is. On either side, he has turrets that constantly fucking shoot you.
They do damage too, and quick.
This giant-ass room loses half of its usable space because these turrets are going off constantly. If you go within, their proximity of fire, which is half of the room.
Literally half the room.
Yeah. So you have to split up into 2 teams, I guess, if that is the best strategy. Yeah. Whatever you want to do. But you split up. You got to turn off these turret things by consoles that are on either side in these, kind of a little bit more protected areas. Then the person that picked up the explosive pack has to run up to the boss, plant the C4, then run off. It says defend the explosive. But
basically you just run away.
You just run away, because it takes a whole 3 seconds, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to run up and shoot the explosive.
The worst part is where you plant the explosive, it's on the back. So
there's actually different ones, too. There's some on the side as well.
Every time I've planted it, it's been on the back, or seen someone plant it, it's been on the back.
Yeah, everyone goes to the back.
Yeah.
But you run off, and after you do that 4 times, then you have to wait for it to do its final hurrah, its death woes, and you just hold out, and it kills all the remaining enemies, and you win, and you go pick up your loot.
Yeah.
Well,
the cool thing is, after every time you plant the explosive, if someone's dead, it'll revive them from a half checkpoint.
Yeah, that is helpful for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a checkpoint, because you'll start over at number 1, wave 1, if you all die. But if only a few of you die, you'll spawn up in the next wave. Yeah.
You just gotta have one survivor to keep it together.
Exactly. Just survivor link.
Yeah, gotta have that cornerstone.
Destiny style.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Last Guardian standing.
Yep. Didn't finish.
Man,
all the way to the
I'm so glad there's not like just a giant flashing message on your screen when you're like the last agent alive.
Last agent alive.
Yeah.
The most annoying part.
You're like, I get it. I can see they're all
yes,
dead.
I know.
I'm not an idiot.
Thanks for reminding me and putting the pressure on.
Right.
I got a little bit.
By the way, you're the last one alive.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Good luck.
I got
Your
it.
team's gonna hate you.
No pressure. They're all watching you right now.
Why isn't that dude reviving me? Come on, I'm totally open.
Oh, dude, so many times, especially in the fucking Dark Zone. Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I've got many complaints this morning about the Dark Zone. Spending 3 hours in there and getting half a Dark Zone rank.
Yeah.
So, this incursion, you do it on hard, and you get a, what is it, 214 drops of gear?
Yes.
It's,
well, of the actual gear. You still get a high end, though.
And you get a high end as well.
Yeah.
So you get 2 separate pieces of gear. When I say gear, obviously I mean the gear sets, the green items. Mm-hmm. You get 2 of those, and if you do it on challenging, you get a 240 piece of gear plus a 214, plus another high end, I believe.
Yeah.
So, people, when the incursion first came out, they said, you get your 1 weekly reward, and you'll be able to do it as many times as you want to get a slightly less reward, but you're still going to want to get it. Mm-hmm. So it's probably you get your 240 reward, and then you just get 214s throughout the rest of the week.
Right.
Well, people found a way to, as with any event like this goes, the quote-unquote raids of the game, found a way to cheese or exploit their way through walls.
Immediately.
And there was multiple different ways to do it, too. Yeah. There's a lot of glitches you can do with this mobile cover thing, where you basically just glitch through, walls and stuff. It's really helpful for those kinds of people that like to, find the little nooks and crannies in the game's coding that lets them do things they're really not supposed to.
Other than this glitching exploit, I've never once seen anybody run mobile cover.
Oh, of course. No one uses it.
Really use it.
It's a cool concept to set up, a little, defense point wherever you need to.
Right, you're getting hit from the front and you want to get hit from the side. You're like, all right, put this up real quick.
Yeah, if you could get 2 people running the extended one, I could see that being pretty useful, and then have other people run smart cover and shit like that to utilize you guys having a spontaneous cover point.
Yeah, but no one uses it like that. They're just never. Oh, cool concept. Cool.
Yeah, as with many of the abilities, it seems like. Mm-hmm. So, some people, right off the bat, day 1, first hour, I'm sure, figured out different ways to, it's more than cheese, to literally, exploit and, glitch their way to completing these objectives. And some people did that so many times, so quick, right when the game launched, before they had a chance to hotfix it, which they fixed it within, 48 hours at the most.
No, I'm pretty sure when it came out, they fixed it, that day. Because I wasn't even on from
within
work
24
yet.
hours, yeah.
I wasn't even
and then they
work.
would slowly find out about more as they got more popular on their forums and the internet and shit. And then they'd fix them up after they figured it out and had time to go back and look at it.
People are ruining it for everyone. Stop sharing it.
Yeah, keep that shit on the DL.
Man. Social media is everywhere.
We need a secret
word of mouth. That's it.
We need a Dark Zone version of the Division subreddit where the secret agent rogues.
Well, it doesn't help that these people with these videos have the most colorful screen cap of it. Incursion, fucking hard, challenging glitch, and it's yellow, red, where it's fucking huge, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess that's what I want to watch.
Yep. So anyone can obviously just find those super easy, and if you work with the company, you're just like, hey, guys, someone just posted up this, come watch this. Oh yeah, we can go fix that. Alright, get on Twitter. We're going to release a hot fix later today. Servers will go down between the hours of blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, well, here we go. They're real quick about fixing shit that benefits us, just like in Destiny. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to us needing quality of life fixes or just any legitimate fix to an almost game breaking bug, it takes them how many weeks? It seems like
the second one, this new glitch, is taking them a lot longer. It's taking them a week so far.
Which fucking that's what they get for a lot of the other changes they've made too. Mm-hmm. So also when the update dropped, we were getting 4 pieces of high end per
I was there.
Challenging boss kill. I had a chance to do 2 or 3 missions before I got kicked off and they hotfixed everything. Yeah, it was fucking nice. I thought, this is how they intended it to be. Like, all of these drops are most likely still going to be shit, but it gives me so many more chances to actually get a decent piece of gear that actually helps me, gear up and get better and stuff. Psych, exactly. So they fixed this within the day, and went back to just being like 1 to 2 drops of high-end gear per challenging boss skill. So it would have been so much better if they just would have done that and not given us like a sweet taste of heaven of getting all of these drops after every single kill. But the 100% drop rate with the Dark Zone high-end boss or named enemies, that's really nice. I am enjoying that.
I just run the same path the whole time. I hit like 3 spots, go extract, and then I'm good each time. Yeah.
So one of the problems I've had is going into all these different Dark Zone servers, whatever, and everything being cleared out. Like, either there's so many elite groups running through and just smashing all the different little checkpoints where the guys really are so fast, and getting there before, or like right when they respawn too, that no one else can get any chests, get any kills. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the Dark Zone the last few days, and it's been a ghost town. I walk around for like 5-10 minutes, and I don't see a single enemy on the streets.
Right.
Like, there's nobody. Like, no players, nothing. It's just me and half of the fucking Dark Zone. No one.
But which part do you go to mostly?
I usually work my way from Dark Zone 1 up to 4 on my own now.
Oh, yeah. I go from 1, the very bottom, to the library, maybe a little bit higher than that.
Basically all the places we went in the beta?
Yeah, because I basically run a triangle. So off in the bottom right, work my way to Koreatown, work up to the blockade, and then go to
Man, I gotta get in your Dark Zone servers, because that has never been the case for me this entire last weekend. Like, I've really been trying to rank up my DZ to get 75 and even the 90 gun that they have, the Valkyrie.
Yeah, no luck for me.
Yeah, I spent 3 hours this morning in the Dark Zone and got half a fucking level. I just hit 57, like, first few guys I killed when I got on this morning, and got about, a few kills in, would die from rogues, get a few more kills again, die from rogues, kill a rogue, get back up, get killed again, go down to 56, and it was just like this constant fucking struggle for hours this morning, trying to just get ahead a little bit. But everywhere I went, there were at least 2 groups of at least 3 players that were just going rogue and going all the way to manhunt and just running train. So those exploits that we talked about earlier, that decent chunk, it seems like, of the player base actually got in to go do, they got so well geared so fast that there became this gap between the super elite exploiter, grinder, day one, just have the freedom to do all this during the middle of the day before they can hot fix shit, and the rest of the group, the more casual, or the people that have jobs in the morning.
Right. Still day one people, but they can't
still day one people. They're still pretty hardcore gamers like myself.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just have to go to work in the morning. I don't have all that first day at the first second of the reset as soon as the patch goes live to grind all this shit out and get, on the Division subreddit and find like all the newest shit right when it comes up. I just don't have that luxury.
Right.
So if I don't have that luxury and I play probably 40 to 50 hours of games a week at least.
7 days into this game already.
Yeah, I'm fucking up there.
Yeah.
I know you're way more than I am.
Yeah, I'm almost 7 days of full game time already.
Yeah, you've been putting in some work, man.
I have one. I live to be a agent.
Lived again, bro.
I live to be a rogue agent.
Well, you would do just fine in this new Dark Zone that's come up. It's, I dare say, unplayable, because it is so bad with this gap that has been created that there were so many times this morning where groups of just 2 guys were going around and just demolishing everyone. My team that I had, just random guys I joined up with, of 3, plus 2 or 3 other players in the Dark Zone, would trap these guys into a corner, and I'd just be shooting at them, throwing on a grenade, just laying on them, and they would still start downing us one by one, and there was just nothing we could do.
Fuck. What Dark Zone level were they? Do you remember?
Up there, most of them. I mean, the lowest one I saw that was just running train was 68, probably, like upper 60s.
Yeah.
But there were so many people that were like 80, 90, 99, 98 that obviously had hit 99. The only reason they were 98 is because they just keep going rogue all the time. So just having these encounters with these guys that are so well geared, and that we the rest of us literally don't have access because Massive decided to pull the weekly rewards for everybody for the mission. Like, we were supposed to get better gear than we got when we actually beat the challenging, but they pulled the weekly rewards until they could fix that glitch.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Damn. Fucking bitches.
Yeah, exactly. So not only did the exploiters get a whole bunch of that shit real quick, they locked the rest of us out from getting it.
Which was kind of like an evil genius plan on accident. They're evil for taking advantage of it,
it's like they
ended up being geniuses because no one else can do it now.
Yeah, it's like they're a bunch of cunning first-wave agents that got in on this shit.
Yeah.
Now they're kind of running shit on the...
Usually what happens when you're 12.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully...
Fucking spring break, kids.
Yeah, but hopefully with the new glitch that we ran for challenging mission...
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully that'll stick around. Because if the weekly rewards...
Man,
is that today?
Because that's
or
punishing.
Is that tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
Okay.
The reset.
Then we can do that and be fucking set.
Yeah, because it's still punishing. There's a glitch that we actually used to beat the challenge, because no way we were going to kill 34.
No, yeah.
And Andrew had somewhat...
I tested it out
you were playing with these guys, yeah.
I tested it out with this guy, Pow Pow. Yeah.
Pow Pow's a good guy.
Pow Pow and Mr. Jungle Love.
Pow Pow's our new, South African, or South American friend.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He has definitely broken English, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
We did this glitch where we were basically outside the map, where you can still shoot sticky bombs.
Yeah, your bullets don't hurt it. Nothing else hurts it. Only sticky bombs.
But your sticky bombs. And it takes probably
45 minutes?
45 minutes to do the hard mode, yeah. Just because you just gotta wait for your skill to come back and then do it.
It took us, probably 50, maybe almost an hour.
Probably an hour.
To do challenging.
Didn't have my whole right hand on the controller. I was just left-handed.
Oh, no, dude, I was watching Netflix on the computer right next to it.
I was watching Brent over here play Dark Souls.
Yeah, and I was talking to you about Dark Souls.
Just click, 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 click. It's fucking gay as shit.
Yeah, it was...
But if you want to do that and if you don't mind wasting a little bit more time and getting, no matter what, getting drops, then that's a good way to go.
Yeah, so long as it's up and still working right now.
Right.
But, that wouldn't be an issue, and it's the same argument we've heard with Destiny 2 about, people trying to cheese through the Crota raid. It's because it's a boring engagement. Like, we do it, X amount of times. Okay, we've got it. We've done the challenge. Now we just want to do it as fast as possible. Oh, this shaves off, 5-10 minutes? Fuck yeah, let's do that real fast. Right. Even though that glitch we just did doesn't shave off any time. It takes a lot longer.
It definitely takes longer, but it's automatic. You're going to win.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed win. But the incursion's boring.
It's boring as shit.
Just straight up. It's, like we described it, one big room. You fight waves after waves, and it's, they mix up the waves of, okay, here's the sniper wave, here's the drone wave, here's another drone wave.
Here's the heavy wave.
Here's the shotgun runner wave. Oh, shit! No! Don't worry about that.
Let's move on.
Yep. Yeah, so then you get, shotgun waves. It's just the same old shit. The waves that we experience when we do missions, it's that, plus we have to run up, turn off the consoles, which is what we've had to do for other missions that involve turrets.
Yep.
And then we have to run up and place a C4, which is what we've already done in other missions.
Yeah.
We've literally done all of this.
They're just putting everything together. They're like, hey, here's this, here's teamwork, plus this stupid objective.
Dude, this feels like something the fucking Destiny live team would have come up with for us to do.
They probably watched it and were like, oh shit, this was good.
We're going to call this the Incursion.
Right.
Fight off waves of Thrall and Vandals. Kind of like Prison of Elders, but not quite. But it's just like that same old shit. And surprisingly lazy game design.
I'd say so, for sure.
It's to the point where I'm not really interested in doing the Incursion more than once a week. I just want to get in, get my weekly drop. I know you can keep running it and keep getting rewards. But it's not worth it. It's not worth my time versus the fun that I could be having with that time.
Right. Especially now at this point. Now I have the gear that's, I'm doing great now.
Yeah.
Now I'm set. I could do it, once a week and then be fine.
And I hate to say it's kind of the same for the Dark Zone with me right now. With this gap that's in there, it makes me not want to spend hours upon hours to just crawl to that level 75 Dark Zone rank.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, the only thing that's there at rank 75 is a few high-end gears up in one of the Dark Zone 5 safe house. No, there's only one. I'm thinking they have 2 extractions.
Yeah.
The Dark Zone 5 safe house, I believe, has the 190 SMG, the Valkyrie. Where you have to be rank 90, and then the 2 blueprints, I think they're weapon blueprints, where you have to be rank 75 to get. I don't think it's worth it to crawl, to spend, granted, I was in there basically solo in the DZ, but you shouldn't have to go in LFG and get a full fucking high-stress team to go in and have to do this thing. I should be able to go in and at least farm the lower-level areas that I can kill the guys on my own, no problem. I can even kill groups of 31 dudes, no problem. Golds even. It's really not that big a deal. I dipped a little bit today into the 32 guys, just so I could run up to the Dark Zone 6, and I was by myself, so I just had to get up there. So I run up there. I actually bought the whole reason I was trying so hard just to get all this shit done. I wasn't even really trying to get the level up. I was trying to get some fucking currency so I could buy a blueprint, so I could get one more piece of Nomad armor and get that 4th perk.
I regret. I had a shit ton of Dark Zone currency, and I was like, you know what? I can split it on blueprints and shit that I'll probably use. I didn't use any of it, because...
And now you don't have money for the gear sets.
Yeah, you damn right I do.
Oh, you do have money?
Don't. I mean,
okay.
But yeah. It's fucking... I regret it. Because all
you
this
goofed.
Yeah.
Guess how much Dark Zone currency I have right now?
340,000.
I have 0.
What?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, I was off.
grinding for an hour just to get 6,000 Dark Zone currency.
Oh, because you kept losing it.
So, okay.
Girl.
I'm going to tell like it is. I had to get to 147,000 Dark Zone currency, you know, and a few more, to get that holster that I needed. And so it took me an hour, and I was playing with one other guy and Wigan.
Oh, Wigan, nice.
Neither one of them were using a mic, and they kept splitting
Wigan
up.
wasn't using a mic?
No, Wigan wasn't using a mic. Yeah. It was really irritating. So those two guys kept running off. I would get killed, or we'd run into rogues. They'd want to go fight them. I'm trying to tell them, no, guys, I was fighting those guys earlier. Don't do it. Either they can't hear me or they don't give a fuck. They run up, get melted immediately. I run off. The guys chase me, down me from forever away, just like basically two-shot me with their snipers. Down me, kill me. I lose 2,000 currency and about 2,500 XP every time. Didn't care as much about the XP. Still irritating.
Right.
But it takes a little bit of time to get 2,000 Dark Zone currency.
Yeah.
At least, a good 20 minutes probably. You can get maybe, where we were at fighting upper 30s and 31s, probably 600, maybe 700 per, Dark Zone credit drop that would happen off, random guys. And then 1,100 from a chest, which how often are you going to find chests where everyone's running around?
Never.
Exactly. So my biggest way to get money was killing rogues. I could get fucking 5,000-10,000 per good chunk, especially since all these fucking douchebags are going manhunt all the time.
All the time now.
So we ended up hunting down some guys. I eventually got my 7,000. I got 6,000, so I went ahead and left them because they both died, and I barely escaped. Had to fucking pop my super, pull out all the stops, and barely got away because another group of agents encountered them, and I just ran straight past them. It was perfect. Seriously fucking saved my ass. I had no more healing, had already used my med kit, already healed, already used my super, and I'm at barely any health.
I rarely ever use my med kits.
Well, yeah, neither do I since I started running overdose.
Right, exactly.
But, fighting these guys, you have to pull all the stops. It's insane. I was using incendiary bullets, explosive bullets.
Damn, you're pulling out all the stops.
Tickling these guys. I couldn't touch them, dude. There was nothing I could do. Me or the 5 other people I'm with. It's insane.
Shit.
But I get all of that, get my 7,000 currency, get up to the Dark Zone 6 safe house, and the price has gone up for the goddamn holster. It's gone up to 49,000. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. So I'm going through and very carefully start picking off 32 guys. It took me probably another 15 minutes because off them you get a little bit higher Dark Zone drops, 800, 900 almost. So killed a few of them, went back in. It's over 150,000. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this shit? So I quickly run back out, kill some guys as fast as I can, almost a little riskily trying to get this shit. It's like, I don't even care. I'm so fucking pissed off. I just want this shit, and it keeps going up on me.
They know.
Dude, it's so irritating.
The dude in that safe house was like, he's gonna keep paying for it.
Come on, man.
He's gonna go work for it.
So fucking pissed off this
How much
morning.
is it worth to you, man?
Right?
Yeah.
More?
Just
a little more. Just breathe. Oh, there's your dollar. You almost got it.
It's exactly what it was. But I went out, killed a few more guys, ran back in, and I had it went up a little bit more, but I had 300 over. I was like, oh, thank fuck.
Nice.
I was seriously expecting it to go up just past what I had as I'm about to click it. I'm like, what the fuck?
One more, and you're like, yeah, I gotta go back outside.
So I bought that, went and crafted it, and I have my 4th perk for the Nomad set, which is nice.
Nice.
It works pretty well. But all in all, the Dark Zones feels pretty fucking unplayable right now. Unless you go in with a group of 4 and you're willing to preliminary rogue the fuck out of everyone else around you.
Sometimes you gotta.
Sometimes
when we went manhunt that one time.
Well, I had to do it this morning too, and that was a good time too.
That was a very good time. Besides, the guy that killed us came out of fucking left field and was like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm Dark Zone level 99 here to ruin your fun.
Yep.
Melted us instantly.
It's insane, this power gap that's come about from all this shit.
Yeah.
But it seriously makes me want to just hop in, do my dailies, do a weekly incursion, and just go play other shit. I'm okay with that.
At this point, I just farm the Lincoln Tunnel. Gets 30 Phoenix credits. It's fucking a cakewalk with all this gear set that I have
and just do like PvE stuff. Because right now, it's still, despite the crafting nerfs, crafting is still the way to go to get geared up the most. After the 1.1
update. That's why I get the Phoenix credits. I'll buy the blueprints for the gear set, and that's basically how I got half of mine.
I'm seriously considering buying that gun that costs 900 plus Phoenix credits.
Dude, it keeps going. It's got to be the DPS.
I'm telling you, dude, this shit goes up. Dude, how much you want for it, man?
Dude, it's like 940 Phoenix credits.
Dude, it's so insane.
The SCAR, and it keeps going up with me, and then DPS. It's just like 102,000.
That would be a reasonable price for that.
Yeah.
If it was a blueprint, if you could re-roll the stats and the perks on it. Because it's only got like really one good stat. I forget what it is right now. But I remember thinking, oh man, that's really good. These other two suck, but man, that's kind of good. Yeah. But 900, that's just an insane amount.
It's too much. But there's a lot of DPS, I can tell you that. For me, it did 102,000.
Just with no mods.
With no mods, standard. Nice. I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing like 180,000 right now, I wonder how much I can fucking do with that thing.
Dude, we've been talking about Division for about half an hour here. Why don't we go ahead and move on? So, overall, new Division updates, I gave it about a 6. 6.5, maybe 7. Just for the... No, it's a 6. It's a solid 6.
Solid 6, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they brought something new. Basically, it's the gear sets that I'm most happy about.
Exactly. Because there's so many... They work out so well together.
Yeah, I mean, we can
talk
about...
If you have the full set, you're going to rape face with that
Yeah, especially the Sentry one. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. That's definitely the... most OP gear set right now. Everyone knows it.
For me, I just happened to be like one of the first ones that I got. And I'm like, I would love to do 30% more headshots.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
like to do more damage to elites.
Yes, thank you.
Totally right. How did you know?
So let's go ahead and talk about the first one you mentioned earlier.
The lesser one.
The lesser one.
The other D.
Despite all of Division's problems, having two of the biggest game modes.
Ds and the third one being the best. That's crazy.
That is crazy. We will talk about the best one.
Yeah.
Hands down, the best D game. I will take that D so hard all day.
So hard, every day.
To the point of tears.
Many tears.
Sometimes you just gotta clinch and bite.
Yep.
So...
Anal.
Destiny's new update, the Taken Spring, as it's been called by some.
Has it really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
That's pretty good.
Everyone knows, brought about the light level increase to 335.
Ooh.
And they brought a bunch of updates to Prison of Elders, which we went ahead and checked out. And they brought the new story mission, the riveting new story mission, where you finally get a face-off against the legendary Malik.
Dude, so
You've been farming for his grasp, but now you can farm for his head.
Mm-hmm.
I should write for Bungie. But
yeah, you should.
They also gave us a new strike that you actually get to finish off Malik, too. So, our first introduction to this was hopping on. None of the UIs really changed. There's a few new bounties you can pick up. We went into the reef, picked up some new quests from Varix, and I think Petra had something for me.
She had one, and Varix had two.
Yeah. So I went up, picked up these new quests, went and dropped into the new story mission, just me and Rabbit, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So we drop in, get through it, and about 4 or 5 minutes later, it was over.
Only that because it took us so long to run to where we needed to go.
Yeah.
But more than half of the fucking story mission is running to your destination.
Yeah, as there's like audio playing and shit.
Yeah, then you kill.
So you run up, you see Malik. He has his not even a grand entrance. He kind of just like appears.
He's just like, I'm here, guys.
Yeah,
this is who you want.
I spawned in. I'm Malik. Rah, and he shoots you. Since we're so fucking overpowered and it's like a level 36 mission, you shoot the shit out of Malik. He obviously disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Mission's over. It gives you access to the strike. You go into the strike.
There's some waves of people though. Really easy fucking
trolls. Obviously. If you have your supers built up by then, which surely after all that running, the whole 2.5 minutes of running.
Just storm trance all the way through.
Yeah, storm trance, pop whatever you got, use your bow super.
Mm-hmm. Super easy.
Yeah, super fucking easy. Then
From
you go
the actual encounter to the end was like maybe a minute two.
Yeah, the actual fight. Yeah. It was fucking nothing.
Worst story mission by far. I even have it on my piece of paper.
Yeah, so far it's literally, I think, the shortest mission that they've actually presented.
Yeah.
I used to think it was the one with the turret from House of Wolves, the like mini mission that would pop up when it was like one of the daily missions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think that was the shortest mission, but this one definitely is by about a minute. It's pretty close. So they gave us this new baby mission, and they gave us this new baby strike.
Yeah,
which the whole thing took 7-8 minutes, maybe.
Well, don't forget in there, they're like, oh, by the way, you got to go to the Court of Oryx and get this certain drop, like these, they drop triangles, and they're like,
another part of the quest,
some essence stuff. And all it is like time wasting. It's trying to extend how much this new material.
Yeah, you basically have to just go into the Court of Oryx and do like 2 or 3 tier 3 things.
Yeah,
just
and
kill
then
some
you got them all. Yeah, they're just like, all right, let's waste a little bit more time to get to this amazing strike.
Amazing piece of content.
Great gameplay.
So basically, you go in. 7 minutes later, you've killed Malik. And you capture him, put him in the Prison of Elders, and then you can... I haven't seen him in the Prison of Elders. Have you yet? Was he the challenging boss? I don't remember. The whole thing was so forgettable.
Yeah, we did it so... We fucking did the first one. No problem.
We did the level 41, which is new. It's basically just a slightly higher level Prison of Elders.
Had no modifiers, so you're like, okay,
literally no modifiers.
I can still just kill it no matter what.
The flagship, indicative thing of Prison of Elders, the only fun thing about it...
was a different modifier.
They took out the modifiers for that.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh...
But it has matchmaking.
Oh!
You can play with random people that don't help out and always totally suck.
Yeah, we basically two-manned the whole thing.
Yeah, two-manned it. Went and did the level 42 challenge, which is apparently 3 fucking rounds.
Yeah.
Each round has a boss, and you have to kill all the enemies, obviously, in the boss as soon as possible.
Which we were also two-manning, no problem. And then who joined in?
Sword Waves.
Sword Waves out of nowhere, yeah.
Yeah, our good old buddy Sword Waves. Momentary internet celebrity for a bit there.
Mm-hmm.
He joined up with us, and it's kind of cool how they've added the score and shit.
Yeah,
I guess.
If you want to beat your new high score, go for it.
Yeah, they just try to add a little bit of replayability. And is it the same 3 encounters every time?
I've only done it once.
Yeah,
I was
same
just
here.
I didn't care. Done. Just so I could talk about it.
Well, hopefully they rotate the bosses. And were there modifiers on that?
Yeah, there was small arms, so primary, and airborne.
Oh, so it's probably going to be the same few modifiers each week.
And the third one was technically headshot bonus, or critical
bonus.
So
I guess there's going to be rotating bonuses you get for your score and shit too.
Yeah.
Probably stuff like, kill with a melee attack or kill with a grenade, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or super kills give extra super
big
beefcake bonuses.
Exactly.
It's kind of fun. I'm sure the first few times you do it, it's going to get old. I doubt that there's people that are really going to care about, I've got the world's highest score in Prison of Elders. How big can it really be?
Someone's going to care enough.
I guess it's just really quickly getting headshot kills on every single enemy and then killing the boss super fast. And I guess you get points for orb generation. So I'm sure there could be some few interesting little things for, I guess, high score achievers and people that want to get into that scene.
Yeah.
Which I doubt it's going to generate a whole new Destiny scene from this shit.
Definitely not.
It feels like too little too late.
Not enough material.
I definitely feel like it's the flames going out.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
I was sort of hyped. Yeah,
sure.
Charmander's definitely about to die.
I haven't even done the raids yet, and I don't even care.
Yeah, I don't care for doing
it's the same thing. It's just better drops. So I'm like, okay, there's no point.
Yeah, see, my whole thought process was, there's higher light level drops, but what am I trying to get a higher light level for?
Exactly.
Once there's new content that requires the higher light level, you know that when that happens, they always just give all the players to try and bring everyone back to do this new content all the gear you need to do it right off the bat anyway. Within 3 hours, we'll be geared enough from 318s, 317s. I'm sure that's what our characters both are.
Yeah.
You can get those characters up to 330 to do all the new shit. So I'm not worried about running the raid, getting my guys up to even 320. I just don't even give a fuck. It's too little, too late, Bungie. I'm sorry.
The way they put out all the new content, it just seems like they didn't care either.
Especially they picked the worst fucking time to do it.
How so?
The Division.
Well,
fucking Dark Souls,
that's their main
Fallout,
competitor.
On the same day?
Fallout was a surprise. Fallout kind of sprung that on everyone.
All on the same day. They were like, everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
Just random, Automatron!
Well, Automatron we had a heads up on. We knew when that was coming.
New DLC.
Yeah, the Wasteland Workshop, which I'll talk about that. I've been having a lot of fun with that.
Nice.
Yeah, they just sprung that up on Twitter like, hey, Xbox is coming tomorrow. Keep your heads up. And then comes up on the Xbox Live thing. Everyone downloads it or buys it. And then, what was a day later or so, it came for PlayStation. Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, overall thoughts on the Destiny. 1 out of 10. What do you give it?
I'd give it a 2 just because it brought me back for
I'll give it a
Crucible.
4. I'll get it for it. Okay, so I will say I did stop and play a Trials passage today, which actually was a little bit of fun. I was running around with Jorgen and his other
nice.
Norway buddy.
Yeah.
A couple like 12 and 13-year-olds that we were going through and actually just...
Jorgen wasn't bad.
Yeah, not at all. He's pretty good with the sniper and actually like pays attention to his placement and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously everyone makes mistakes sometimes. They would push out when they didn't need to or... Not follow my command. It was funny. Like I hadn't played this game's PvP in fucking forever. I dropped back in. The first game we lost. You know, it was pretty close. It was like 5-3, but we lost. Obviously, we didn't get our first win bonus and all that shit, and lost our mercy. But we get in, and the next six games we all win.
Nice.
And there were a few close games, but I got back in the swing of the snipes. I immediately just, after that first game, was like, all right, I'm going to take over here. And just started, issuing out my commands like I did all those trials runs before.
Mm-hmm.
They were both paying attention, basically doing what I said, going for the flanks, doing all the right strategies. And we came out on top, like, every single game. And then his buddy had to go, and then Jorgen was like, oh, well, it's getting pretty late here in Norway, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off. And then I started playing with a couple other guys, and they were a couple Rambos, wanted to just go out and do their own thing.
Those wild cards.
Yeah, so I went from 6-0, since I had my mercy, to finishing 9-2.
Alright.
Yeah, so we won 3 and then lost 2, which is still positive win-loss ratio, but there were so many times. We had a 4-5 super close game against 2 guys. Their third guy left, or something happened, disconnected, I don't know, after the first game, where they fucking stomped us the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had a super sweaty match the whole rest of the time.
Damn.
Yeah. But it became significantly less fun, and I was having more and more, or less and less fun, I should say, as each round went on, because I was remembering all of this stupid shit that I can't stand with Destiny's PvP. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. It'll take way too long.
Way too long.
But I was having less and less fun, and then once I was basically getting steamrolled because our team wasn't working as a team at all. And I was like, I think I'm just going to be done with this. I'm not doing any more passages. I've got other stuff to go do. See you guys.
You did it once, you're like, I get it.
Yeah. But it's weird to say, I did a Trials passage today.
Alright.
And I didn't get shit from any of my bounties either.
Those bastards.
And it still takes way too fucking long to level up armor. It's stupid. I put in all of my Trials passages into a bunch of new armor shit I had. Mm-hmm. And it's just a fucking tiny green hair on the progress bar.
What?
It's insane. But, yeah, all in all, probably 4 out of 10 for the new Destiny content, if you can even call it content.
Right.
I did have a chance to play quite a good chunk of the Wasteland Workshop DLC for Fallout. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun. I've spent a lot of time playing The Sims on Fallout, just building my settlements.
Right.
It's kind of weird not having any story missions left to do. It's kind of just this whole big open, total role-playing thing. So I've kind of been doing odd jobs for people that I run into and just fucking shit up with my sword, my badass character, and me and Nick Valentine roaming the wastelands, fucking shit up, and gathering materials to bring back to our settlements.
Nice.
I've actually run out of caps and run out of all of my ammo that I use for selling. I run a melee build, so I have so much fucking ammo and fusion cores to give away. But I'm out of just about all of that shit. I've got nothing left to do right now until Far Harbor, but to just perfect my settlements. And it's actually interesting enough that I want to do this. I'm willing to go out and just do shitty radio quests to just get enough caps to go buy more stuff, or because right now, if I can get my settlements done up right, they can pay for themselves.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's been a thing since the game first launched, but it totally makes sense to just start basically becoming a water and food manufacturer.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got the caps and the materials and everything, and the settlement size, and the technology perks and stuff, you can build these big-ass fucking water purifiers that give you 100 water, or something some crazy number, and you just place those all along a river, get 500 water to one settlement, and then since they're all connected, you can ship all that out, and once all of those places are taken care of, and you can start building other water purifiers at those places, which is so fun too with all this new stuff, because one of the things they've added is all these concrete structures that you can build. Concrete walls, traps, all the stuff with the creature captures. Yeah, those things. I mean, cages are a totally separate thing, but the concrete structures really adds to this is a secure thing. And it's really been nice for building my stadium too.
You're in a stadium.
Yeah, I've got a really nice stadium set up at Starlight Drive. The place that I picked...
Like a gladiator stadium?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I'll show you after this. But the place that I picked originally, Oberlin Station, wasn't nearly fucking big enough. I'm not even sure if Starlight Drive is big enough. Because I've basically set it up to be, here's the stadium in like the big open area. Here's my... I don't have it up and running yet, but most of it's there. I just need to get a few more things for the Deathclaw cages and some of the bigger creatures. There's like a few pieces of meat specifically that I have to go farm out, Like for me to build a Deathclaw cage, I have to have 2 pieces of Yao Guai meat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So where the fuck do I go to find Yao Guai anywhere?
Hopefully you run into one out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I've probably in this playthrough seen less than a dozen, I'd say. They're, to me at least, kind of I see a Yao Guai as much as I see a fucking Deathclaw. Hardly ever.
Let's go to the Sanctuary.
Sanctuary? Oh, the Deathclaw Sanctuary?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, now I know what you're talking about, yeah. I did that quest. It was good shit.
Oh, it's fun.
I got... The main town is called Sanctuary.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, I got my Deathclaw gauntlet.
Nice.
It's pretty badass. Even though it weighs probably like 6 pounds, I still keep it on me just to have an alternative.
Ridiculously heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy, but I mean it makes sense. It's a giant fucking beast. Bone, skin, and claws.
It's pretty cool though.
Which would also be bone, but it's awesome. I'm loving perfecting my settlements. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, so back to Starlight Drive. The whole place is like a big gladiator arena thing. Yeah, it's going to be a long episode, guys. And the rest of the area by the already established structure there where they would show where the projector is. It's a drive-in theater. So all of that is like the bars and the vendor places and all that. That's where all the commercial stuff happens. And I've built an entire like bleacher section of like stacked up things with all these chairs and shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I've done it up right. I love this shit.
You know what you're doing.
I still love playing The Sims. So
it's a good game.
I'm basically waiting to start that place up once I just get one more perk into my science point, into my science perk. There we go.
There you go. Once
I get that, I can build these power generators. They give you 100 energy because the next closest one is 10.
What?
Yeah. It's like 10. It's like fucking nothing. So you build this one giant generator and then build all these connecting pylons around the place. Saves a lot on materials instead of building all these fucking generators all over the place. And it helps for your settlement's happiness to not have all these loud buzzing things constantly. So you just put one generator in the back, have wires running all around your place, but have everything fucking powered. There's no way 100. And also that little building where all my vendors are, that's got its own just like innate power in there. So I don't have to worry about power from that, and just power all my cages, fucking everything with that just one big generator.
Okay.
So once I get that bad boy, then it's on. Then the fight's going down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start pitting Preston against Deathclaws like it shows in the videos.
Wow, that'd be sick.
Mama Murphy is gonna have to fight for that fucking chair.
That fucking chair.
That fucking bitch in that goddamn chair.
Yeah, goddamn old junkie ass hippie bitch.
Right.
It's kind of weird that they never went anywhere with her, like, clairvoyancy. There was, like, another mission that involved that, but they never went anywhere with that shit. That's kind of an interesting thing to have in a Fallout world. Someone has, like, these, like, clairvoyant telepathic powers. And
maybe it'll come up eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
We can still hold on to it.
Yeah. But it's awesome. I mean, if you guys haven't got on the Wasteland Workshop yet, get in there and go work your Wasteland like a shop. It's a lot of fun. What else have I played that is not the big D yet? Salt and Sanctuary. So we talked about this last time on the Forgotten podcast that never will be. The game was basically, I talked about it before on the one that actually worked. 2D Dark Souls. I played through it the week before DS3 came out, and just to try and get good, get better at recognizing attacks, just get back in that mindset of being ready for fucking everything. And the game definitely helped with all that. I mean, arguably, in my opinion right now, Salt and Sanctuary was harder than Dark Souls up until Farron's Keep.
What's he talking about?
Salt and Sanctuary, you ever heard about that? It's a 2D...
Yeah.
It's basically a 2D Dark Souls, like straight up.
Yeah, if it's just on PlayStation, then yeah,
it's like a brutal fighter, but there's also platforming, which arguably makes it more difficult than Dark Souls. Because not only are there these like super fast-paced, intense, difficult fights with like any other From Software game, any creature can kill you at basically any time. But you add in the platforming to it too, and if you miss one single jump, and sometimes they get pretty complex, while you're trying to fight these guys, you could die as well. Yeah, so there could be a lot of salt. But that was a fucking fantastic game. If you need a break, a little something different from Dark Souls.
Yeah. I've contemplated
but you still
kind of
want to play Dark
times.
Souls,
yeah.
then go play Salt and Sanctuary. It's definitely worth the like $18 on
Something
PSN right now.
But no, I definitely want to hear about Automatron.
You never played Automatron?
I haven't bought a DLC for any game ever.
What?
Ever.
Why?
I don't see...
There's good DLC content out there. You never played Skyrim DLC. You never played Fallout DLCs.
No.
Get out.
You're missing out, man. Just do what I do. Just go buy the Game of the Year one.
I mean, it's like I was
There's always
telling
that.
Andrew earlier. It's just...
Dude, but sometimes some games' best stuff has been in DLCs. Especially with
I would say
Fallout
that for
type
Fallout
games.
for sure. Like Brotherhood of Steel, I heard was the shit.
Yeah.
I just never played it.
I can't think of a bad Fallout 3 DLC. They were all good in their own way.
I believe you.
Same for New Vegas. They were all good.
Yeah, New Vegas was a fucking shit. I definitely played that one more.
Dude, I can't believe you never have played a DLC.
Nah, because they always seem the same. Like, why am I paying to
So
play basically the game again?
So why do you care about the Automatron?
It looks actually really cool.
None of the other ones look cool.
No, they probably did. I just didn't have the money or the time to do
This
that.
guy, dude. Dude, you said he was cool, man.
Dude, I tried.
Alright.
I'm not a cop, I swear.
Well, yeah, man, the Automatron thing is pretty cool. You have, like, one storyline quest chain, I suppose. Probably like 3 or 4 different missions. You go do those, and there's not really any different side quest, but it presents a lot of new cool crafting options for all these robots you can build, and that actually brought around a few new, settlement options for different stuff to build, more furniture, decorations. Not as much as the Wasteland Workshop did, but still a decent amount for, like, the smaller things. It was a good DLC. So if you bought the season pass, definitely a good price. If you didn't, it may or may not be worth it. On its own, if you went and bought the season pass now, it might be worth it if you're being real generous with that value. But if you were smart and got the $30 season pass to begin with, then it's a really good value. And it was a super awesome DLC.
You get basically a little bit more of the game to spend $90 essentially total round trip for the game you already played through and beat. To get, like Bloodborne, for instance, I wanted the DLC. It looked really good when you had it, but then I was like, why am I playing the game again to get weaker
But
weapons?
it's new stuff. You got... Oh my god.
That are less graphically pleasing on top of that.
Less graphic... Did you... I don't understand, dude. There were so many cool new weapons. All my favorite weapons in Bloodborne now are, aside from the Mercy Blades, the new DLC weapons.
The Mercy Blades, the giant scythe you get at the end... You can't just
Yeah,
you can't top
Blade's
those.
okay. Yeah, you can. You get the Beast Claws. Well, those were in the first one.
Yeah.
But those coupled with the Beast Rune, you turn into a fucking beast and have all these cool beast powers. It's so...
dope.
Yeah, it is super dope. And you can be a mushroom head guy with a tentacle and you have phantasm powers. Or you could be the fucking Hunter of the Old and have the Beast Cutter like extending whip
that was
blade
my
thing.
least favorite weapon.
Dude, it hits like a truck, and it's really badass. Or you can get the boom hammer. Dude, that's fucking old news. Get out of here with this shit. Oh my god, dude. Well, since you're already up and talking here, Dark Souls 3, how far are you? How many bosses? How much do you suck?
I think
I think you're further than me, actually.
I think I'm at boss 5 for sure. I mean, right before the Abyss. Watchers of the Abyss?
Watchers of the Abyss, yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
You're right there. That's where I'm at, too. But apparently I missed a boss somewhere.
Yeah, he's pretty easy.
Obviously, it's an optional boss if I missed him.
I don't know if it's optional or not. It felt very much like the beast of... What's it called in Bloodborne?
The Cleric Beast?
No.
Bloodstarved Beast.
No. Way later, it's like a thundery beast.
Oh, I know
and
you're
you
talking
find
about.
it by accident, usually.
Yeah.
You're just like, fuck!
The Dark Beast Pearl.
Because that's kind of what happened to me. I was walking through the Farron's Keep, and I go through this door, no message. And it's like,
Well, you found
boss fight. What? Right after there's that room with the sorcerers.
I don't know.
And all the people in there.
So far I've tried to block Farron's Keep completely from my mind.
Map sucks. So
Dude,
bad.
okay, so we'll get there. So, first impressions of the game, it's fucking awesome.
This is dope.
The whole intro thing totally got me hyped into it. Sydney sat there and watched it and was like, what the fuck? What is this?
It's like Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, is this Bloodborne? And I was like, no, well, yeah. Yes and no.
Right.
That's a tricky question.
It looks exactly like it.
It does look
That's
exactly
my
like
favorite
Bloodborne.
part. Like I haven't played many games
Because she
for a
said it was
while.
the hair. The hair makes it look exactly like Bloodborne. I was like, well, that's kind of a classic, From Software Dark Souls hair thing.
Yeah.
The Bloodborne hair looks exactly like the Dark Souls hair. So the Dark Souls 3 hair looks exactly like all the other hair.
Right.
So it got me hyped for it. It immediately pulled me back into Bloodborne. I picked the Thief class. I generally, my first playthroughs, like to go with the more wily type build, higher agility, maybe a bow, something like that.
Well, then you fucked up. You should have gone Assassin. It's OP.
Well, I mean, I can always just, pump my stuff to make it literally the same thing as the Assassin.
Apparently, halfway through the game, you can totally revamp your stats at some point. I don't know where it is. But
nice.
There's a guy you find who's an NPC who's just like...
I'm sure for a price of some souls, you can, remap all that.
Yeah.
I would expect something like that, 50,000 souls. That sounds reasonable to me. Because that's a lot of souls, but that's a big deal to remap all of your skill points.
I mean, the way I've been scaling through maps, at 50 souls is probably chump change at a certain point.
Well, yeah, I mean, eventually, everyone gets to that point where they're running around with 1,000,000 souls. They lose it. It's just 1,000,000 souls. What?
What do you mean? What?
1,000,000 souls will get me to level 60. But, yeah. I've been loving the game all the way through. I mean, the bosses seem a little bit easier than Bloodborne so far. It seems a little less punishing. Or at least that's what I thought until I got to Farron's Keep. That place almost made me seriously just want to not fucking play. Because I got there and it's exactly the same bullshit fucking archetype map that we've seen in 100 fucking games. It's the poison area, the swamp area, where there's going to be poison enemies everywhere. You're probably going to have limited mobility. It's going to be harder to see. It's going to be a windy, crazy, confusing area. And that's the swamp level. Those are literally the descriptions for 90% of the swamp areas in all the games we've ever fucking played.
There's always that spot where there's a bunch of people that you're not expecting. There's like, I'm poisoned and I'm getting raped.
Yeah, and there's ambushes everywhere. And of course, the enemies are never affected by the poison or the mobility decrease. It's literally the same thing we've done, and I tweeted out too. It seems to be lazy game design. And I found out via Twitter that it is not the only swamp area that is exactly like that in Dark Souls. Someone was like, oh yeah, wait till you get to the next swamp area too. Farron's Keep is a joke. I was like, dude, are you fucking serious?
Farron's Keep was chaos, it was fucking annoying.
It was a nightmare trying to so the whole area, aside from these raised elevated places, that is where there's these bonfire things, these more like shrines that you have to activate, or more like deactivate to turn off these bonfires. And once you turn off all 3 bonfires, that gives you access to the next area through this big stone gate, whatever. Where there's a ridiculously long cutscene. It should have just been, here's the door, it opens up.
Yeah, I thought that
and
too.
There's it. And then it goes into all this shit. I'm like, I get it. There's more shit past here. Let me discover that.
I'm just thinking, this is going to be a sweet cutscene. Fire went out. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So, there's all these places and thank Ruby Rod that you don't have to get all 3 of those in one life. Like, I swear to God, I was going to rage so hard, because I got the first one, and then I died immediately afterwards, like, dude, motherfucker. And I got back there, and it was already deactivated. I was like, oh, thank fuck. I don't want to have to do this all 3 times, because it took me probably an hour and a half to get through the Farron's Keep, because it took me 20 minutes just to find the bonfire that's, like, right down at the bottom of the hill, that you just can't see at all unless you're right up on it.
That's what I don't like about the bonfires as opposed to the lamps. They're so hard to see.
Yeah, it's just like a sword sticking up out of the ground.
You could be in the room running around for like 20 minutes, like, oh, there's a bonfire there.
I ran past this thing like 2 or 3 times at least. Because I had Matt kind of giving me directions, like, oh, dude, go over here. He either had no idea where I was or was just really shitty at giving directions. Because he's like, all right, I'm looking at it right now. You want to be over here. And I'd follow his directions. And I'd be like, all right, so I'm at this room here, and I see this. Okay, the Black Knight's over here. Oh, the Black Knight? No, dude, you're on the other side of the map. Dude, what the fuck? So maybe that's one reason it took me an hour and a half to get through this place. But it's literally a big, wide open area with all these trees and enemies around every fucking corner that's flooded out with this water that if you step in it, it poisons you. And also, if you're in deep enough water, you can only walk. There's no sprinting, and your dodge roll becomes this shitty kind of flap on the ground and get back up real quick. It's the worst fucking thing ever. And of course, all the monsters have wide range, really big hitting attacks that, the grapple attacks that draw you in and you're stuck there to just mash buttons and pray to get out before your health goes down. And then shitty dodge, flap, roll away, try and use a heal potion. But of course, your roll away doesn't get you far enough away to where they just come back, hit you one more time, and you're dead. And that's just one of the enemies. The other big, giant fucking tree bitches have a wide fucking range and move about as fast as you do.
Dude, I've just cheesed the shit out of both of those. I'm just like,
I didn't fight him. The whole thing.
No, you should fight him because you get a cool drop. But
dude, the environment makes me not want to play the map.
No, you have to cheese that whole area.
But I don't want to cheese. I want to play the game.
I don't either. But
I want to fight the guys.
You just got to sometimes. It's not the funnest thing in the world.
I guess so. What's the drop?
You get to upgrade to level 10 on your things. You got to get a Titanite scale, and those guys drop that.
Oh, so it's like a random drop off those guys. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've got the weapons I want past the point where they need Titanite shards anymore. But are they?
No.
They're like plus 3.
There's 10 levels.
And all it takes is Titanite shards?
No,
shards?
Titanite up to 6 shards. And
yeah, okay. So I've got the ones that have 6.
Large, you go from 6
to 2 of the large. That's right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I've got.
So plus 6 to plus 8.
I've got one weapon that's got the plus 4.
You go to the large ones, which I don't know about you, but I've gotten 4 large Titanite shards.
I've gotten a few.
So I'm just like, I'm not gonna waste these because I'm trying to get a particular weapon that I want to upgrade. So.
Yeah. And I'm loving. I mean, it was a little rough fighting all of these bosses that are pretty quick and have some pretty good damage to them. That I'm fighting with the dagger, and have like no reach. I have to get right up on them, and then just dodge roll away real quick.
I mean, they seem pretty OP. The Sellsword Twins blades. I mean, you can utilize the mobility.
Well, yeah, I was using the dagger to start off with, but once I got that, dude, it was on. All the different attacks and abilities I can use, it's so fucking sweet. I love using those things. I immediately bumped those up to plus 4, on par with the weapon I was using before. The rapier is my rapier. Is what I was getting through a lot of stuff with.
Rapier.
Yeah, it's really good. At least for what I was using. It was a little bit slower than my dagger, but it did so much more damage. I mean,
its crit chance is so high.
I know, I love it. You
get
you get 3 or 4 attacks in, just quick little R1 pokes, and one of those is going to be a crit damage for sure. Dude, but I love it. I need to spend more time with Dark Souls. I think after this week, spending the time with the other games, knowing that I don't need to play the Division so much every day. I can just do my quick.
Basically.
I can put in like 40 minutes into the Division and be done with that for the day. I can put no time into Destiny and be okay with that. I can hop on Fallout when it's convenient. You know, just maybe I don't want to get my ass handed to me. Just want to have a nice, quiet Sims simulator and just play more fucking Dark Souls. Let that be my challenging. My meatiest thing that I play throughout the week.
There you go.
Because the game's so fucking good.
I love it.
It was pretty good, yeah.
When the DLC's any good,
as soon as I got past Farron's Keep, calmed down. Well, once I lit that unlit that third bonfire, I was like, dude, it's over. It's over. I'm fucking done with this place. I know where the shit's at. I can speed run it next time. It's fucking over. And I went back to enjoying the game. I was so fucking pissed. Literally spent like an hour and a half just being angry at the entire thing. From Software, at the level design, at the characters, at the fact that I wasn't getting good, just everything. But I got through it, and I'm back in love with the game. And it's just super awesome again. Can't wait to fight more bosses, go back and kill that boss that I missed, and just tackle this thing.
Don't get hit, dude. The magic damage hurts.
It does.
Yeah. I'll need to platinum this game for sure. I mean, that's
I'll
one.
do the Xbox.
That's a good notch to have on the belt.
Achieve all the achievements.
Yeah. You go get your achievements like a pleb. I'll get my trophies.
Get that gamer score up.
Have you been doing any of the covenants or anything like that?
No, I'm just with the starter one. There was some bitch in a cathedral that I talked to, and she gave me a covenant, so I just joined up with them.
You get the covenant?
Yeah, dude. I got all kinds of sweet alien technology.
If they do anything yet, because you can put them on your item effect thing.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into it too much. I mean, this is still my first Dark Souls game. Like, I know I've played the shit and loved every second of Bloodborne, but
it feels a lot more like Bloodborne. That's what I really like about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I'm playing it too, because as many of you know, I don't really parry too often. Only if I'm really sure that I can pull it off. Yeah, and especially not with bosses. I'm a dodge roll king and R1 spam and get a few bigger attacks.
It's not a bad plan, but it's basically like the visceral attacks where they're super OP. It makes the guys that would normally just rape you for no reason.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot easier.
And with Dark Souls 2, there's 100 different ways to play the game. I mean, right now I've only fucked with, the stuff that I know. The combat, the dodging and rolling and getting parries, using shields, using heavier weapons, having a great sword. But what about the magic? I come from Bloodborne. I don't know anything about magic in a game like this.
It doesn't seem that great, to be honest. I mean, there's, the Assassin's build is great.
Dude, from what I hear, I mean, you can pull off some... You can just be a fucking walking death machine with some magic.
I mean, you can for sure, but you gotta dump stupid amount of points into intelligence and atonement for no reason, and with almost no payoff.
I mean, you obviously, and there's a ton of different fucking builds. I mean, eventually you get so many points into shit that you're not the glass cannon mage user anymore. You're the fucking battle tank that's running in with heavy armor, and then blasting everyone with the pillar of fire. Because we are the Ashen Ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't understand at all the lore so far of this world.
You're just gonna talk to everyone,
but I like it.
I don't
want
to read everything.
Yeah. I mean, I've made it a point to talk and listen to everyone and try to understand it better. It seems like they're gonna present more of the world and its details about it in a less convoluted way, in a less weird way than Bloodborne. So I'm trying to pay attention to that, but.
I don't know, I felt like I grasped Bloodborne's lore a lot better. This one, I haven't really picked up on where they're kind of going with it.
I mean, I got Bloodborne's pretty early, only because I just am a fucking Reddit junkie and just read tons and tons of lore posts.
I don't know.
I mean, the whole thing's super fucking cool to get into. I mean, same with Dark Souls 2. I mean, Dark Souls 3 as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all just like this grotesque death, blood, fire, chaos. Just all this cool, big, epic, apocalyptic, nightmarish, hellish shit that guys and gamers are into. I mean, it's just got a cool atmosphere. I love what they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love just getting reamed so hard by everything in this world.
Nice.
I love to learn. I love to achieve. I love to finally kill a boss. I mean, honestly, so far the bosses have been super fucking easy. I haven't really had that super state of achievement yet with any of them. I mean, I one-shotted the tree boss, one-shotted the ice boss, two-shotted the first boss. I know it's going to ramp up in difficulty. I would just like that to come about a little bit. Well,
if you're at 4 bosses, you still got 15 to go. So
I forgot I'm already there with the Watchers of the Abyss. Mm-hmm. I tried that boss 3 times already, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back and I'll reassess this. I might go level up a little bit first because I was getting my fucking ass kicked. I mean, there's just too much going on, too many guys with huge ranges of attack, do too much damage with each attack.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah. And you've got a little bit heavier of a build where you can take a few more attacks.
Dude, no, I've always focused hard into Vitality just because you just get chunked so easily.
What's your Vitality right now?
24.
Mine's 17.
Yeah, dude.
Vitality's
the way to go.
And I don't have a shield.
Plus, I've got the life ring, which gives me 7% to my maximum health.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, my health bar's like this.
I've got enough embers all the time where I can pretty much, even if I'm dying constantly on a boss, I can just pop an ember. I've got 15 of those fuckers. But so far it hasn't been too hard. I mean...
No, it hasn't. I agree.
I know that if I just get used to it more, probably start implementing more of the parries even with my dual sellsword blades. If I just get into that, get better at the timings, use more of the more nuanced, like the kicks and the little things like that. The tiny little counterattacks.
I don't know about yours, mine are just so random. Like, I'll be like swinging and
it seems kind of hard to pull off. Like if I very rarely accidentally do it, and I very rarely do it on purpose. Like you said, like I'll be attack. Okay, I'm gonna kick now. And no, I just attacked. Okay, whatever. Roll with the punches.
Cool, still attack.
I'd say probably
probably
a third of the time that I intend to kick, I actually kick. So I'm trying to get better with that. Like stuff, the special attacks with each of the weapons, where you do stuff with like L2 and stuff like that.
That's a cool feature.
Trying to use those more, like the different stances with the swords. That's really fucking cool. Like the rapier, it has this really cool thing where you step back and do a quick counterattack back in and then get right back up on them, which can go into different combos and stuff like that. Or you can do this deflect and then do the stun attacks thing like that from the sword stance. Mm-hmm. But I never used it. I always just R1 poked or did a charge R2 attack, a heavy attack.
Right.
But I'm trying to get better at utilizing those because it's different than Bloodborne's trick weapons. You could just hit L1 and have a different set of moves, but it wasn't like special moves like that.
No,
it was kind of just different combo
just
sets.
More powerful.
Yeah, where it slightly altered the way you use the weapon, or was a totally different weapon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I fucking love it. I can't wait to get more into it. The last little bits here we got are Ratchet and Clank. The movie's coming out. The game's coming out. It looks super badass. Everyone says it's really colorful, a lot of fun. The guns are neat.
Nice.
It's kind of like Plants vs. Zombies. Like, if you're tired of ripping the throats out of your enemies and being covered in blood constantly.
I
just want to, just have the fun. But if you just want a little bit more sunshines and laughs, you can go play Ratchet & Clank. Apparently it's only $40 and not a full-price game, which is cool.
Nice.
And apparently it plays like a full-price game.
Nice. Good for it.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them. Yeah. And they got the movie coming out. They got the hype.
They're doing good things.
I'm definitely going to go see the movie, too.
The movie looks good.
Yeah. So, did you guys have a chance to play the 2 open betas this week for Doom and Battleborn?
Nope.
No.
I downloaded...
Me neither.
Dude, it took me fucking
This is a shitty week for someone having an open beta for their game.
Right. I would have played it, but it took the fucking Doom beta on my internet. Took 7 hours to download. 7
hours?
Fucking... Yep, because there was 8 gigs for beta, and I'm like, alright, we'll see.
8 gigs taking me about 20 minutes.
Dude, it took me forever. I mean, it didn't help that I was also playing The Division at the time.
Well, yeah.
But it took forever. I also didn't care. I was like, I'll get to it when I get to it, and then when I was getting around to getting it, it's like, oh, it's closed. I'm like, oh, well, alright.
You didn't touch the Battleborn one? That one just ended today.
Yeah, I didn't play that either. I didn't even download it.
Was it that
because I was too busy doing the incursion for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no time to tackle all of this shit. I mean, I had to play... Not had to, but I did play 4 different games this week. Put probably at least 10 hours into each of them. Nice. I know I put in more into others, but there's just not enough time to go and tackle all these betas as well as 4 other games.
Right.
So I missed out on that. Hope whoever got in enjoyed it.
Yep.
Tell us about it. Go read some reviews or whatever. I did have a chance to play a little bit of the April games for PlayStation Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Dead Star and Zombie. I know you played the Zombie. I haven't touched it.
Yeah,
Yeah, tell me about Zombie real quick.
To me, it wasn't really anything special.
No,
you played one first-person survival zombie game. You played them all, basically.
Oh, it's first-person? I thought it was like twin-stick shooter.
No, it's first-person, you have a flashlight that requires battery, and you can only use it at a certain time. And
right.
Boo, yeah, it's basically the same thing you played forever.
Boo this man!
Yeah. It's basically the same thing that I've always played, and it took up too much space on my hard drive.
What, 22 gigs, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
As soon as I saw that, I immediately deleted it.
Same here.
I was like, that's too fucking much.
No, I only played like the first 5-10 minutes. And
Dead Star, which was like 1.2 gigs. It was like super fucking small.
That's what I expect Game of the Month to be, not the second biggest game that I'm playing right now.
Yeah, no shit. But, so Zombie, 1 out of 10, what do you say?
I didn't even play it enough to really give it a fair rating.
Really?
Tutorial, 1 out of 10, because all it is, you just run to a room and you made it.
There's Rabbit's review for Zombie.
Solid review. I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
If you like tutorials, then go play a 1 out of 10 tutorial for Zombie.
Yeah.
A very apparently boring zombie survival horror game.
If you like it, feel free to shout at me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Let me hear your opinions. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, tell me how the rest of the game goes past the tutorial.
All right.
Well, I played more than the tutorial of Dead Star. I played about 3 multiplayer games after that. It seems like a lot of fun. It's kind of like this weird online MOBA, and I don't even like MOBAs, but this game was a lot of fun. Because there's 3 different races, 3 different types of ships, which creates 9 different unique ships with its different abilities. And, in MOBA fashion, there's different things you have to get, or different things you can upgrade and buy within each game that, resets at the end of each game. But you can work towards and have a chance to get these drops or things, whatever you get from the match rewards that permanently increase stuff to help you in matches and stuff. Not big stuff, but little increases that will permanently be for your account. So
League got it.
League does that too.
Yeah,
so it's got RPG qualities like that.
Yeah. I mean, you get trees as you get from level 1 to 30. You get little perks like gold when something dies near you. Or,
okay, not stuff that directly impacts how your guy plays.
It also gives you you get so much attack damage. It's little things that help you in the early game kind of stuff.
Stuff that's gonna help every character that you play.
Yeah.
Okay, so
customizable to what you're playing.
So you can change them?
Oh yeah, anytime.
Oh, okay.
Anytime before game.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure if you can change these stats. It feels like from what I read, because I haven't played enough to get one of these awesome drops. But it seems like you get these and then put it into your account, and then no matter where you put it, it's going to benefit your guy. But I think it's kind of put it in and lock it. That's where it is. But the game's a lot of fun. I found one particular ship that I like that has a super powerful charged ball attack that every game would put all of my skill points into. Basically, mid game, I have this ball that's one shotting and 2 to 3 shotting, even the biggest ships.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's real fucking sweet.
Epic.
But it's a lot of fun. It's like the only MOBA style game that I've actually enjoyed playing.
Okay, 1 out of 10.
7.
It's pretty solid. It's
Yeah.
C.
I guess you would rate Dark Souls 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10.
Oh,
One of the
no,
two, dude.
It's definitely 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
like,
dude. It's superb. I love it.
It's a little glitchy. I don't know.
I'll give it 9 out of 10 just because of the experience I had during Farron's Keep, and it really,
there you go.
It seriously disappointed me with all that they could do. But just having the same swampy bullshit we've played in 1,000 different games, it's so unimaginative. With all they could do that with that world, they give us the swamp area.
About the whole game is just how crazy glitchy it is. Like, there's one part where, you know those butcher guys with the saws?
Yeah, sure.
He was running at me, and I dodge rolled his charge, and he got stuck in a house. Like, he was just trying to run at me inside a house.
Well, that may... Well...
No, this was a house you couldn't get into.
Oh, okay.
Like, straight up, like, how did you get in there?
I thought it was going to be like, well, he came at me, charged, and was kind of like ducked over. So I ran through the doorway, and then he couldn't get back out. I was like, oh, well, that's just, AI
just
behavior.
In a shed.
Yeah, that's a little more buggy. I haven't seen anything like that yet, but maybe that's just an Xbox thing. Maybe your shit just sucks.
Shit, Xbox blows. No joke.
Oh, I'll say it. But yeah, Dead Star is definitely worth the play. I don't know where you're going to get the fucking time to play it, but it was fun with what I had. And, I mean, it's on the PS4 all the time now, so...
Yeah, it's free. Go get
if you find it's another one of those where if you want a little bit of some challenge, I mean, playing against other real players.
Something different.
And my favorite thing about it, too, I'd say, is the 10v10 matches, which is it's fucking
It's
big.
a huge PvP.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. So when you're in the lobby screen, you get to see 20 fucking PSN names. People have the funniest goddamn names, dude. I love it so much.
It's great. Seeing all the kids
I
out
had
there
it written down.
It's so cool!
Yeah.
Like I said last time, Mountain Dew King.
Yeah, that guy.
And the dude was like 13. I'm like, you totally would be.
Yeah.
I'm a Mountain Dew King, bro.
Do you drink Mountain Dew too?
I see a lot of X's. That's a lot of money you have to pay for those.
Dude, fucking out here it's like $20, $30 per X.
X?
Depends if it's capitalized.
Well, I mean, you get a discount if you're MLG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You get a discount on your X's if you're MLG, but if you put MLG in your name,
You get a discount.
you get a discount again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically been it. It's been a busy fucking week for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be slightly less busy because I won't feel so pressured to play Destiny or much of the Division this week.
Mm-hmm.
You got 40 hours of gameplay on Dark Souls, so
Yes. I'll be there. As salty and ready and lubed up as I'll ever be.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just gotta take it before you can give it.
Take it before you can break it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Mom always said.
Yep.
So
Mama
that's going to do it
still
for
says
us. That's the Tilted Gamer Podcast, episode 15.5 V2.0. You can always follow us on Twitter at the Tilted Gamer Podcast, or it's Tilted Gamer, same thing for SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You can always follow me, NSA, on Twitter at NSA is watching us. On Twitch, NSA_ is watching us if I ever start fucking streaming again. Dude, it's just so nice being able to catch up on all my TV shows while I'm gaming at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And it's nice not streaming, I bet, too.
It is nice to,
You can
just
sit there,
have those
relax.
gaming experiences for me. They're my experiences.
That's why I don't
want to share them sometimes.
I stream like once in a blue moon just because I don't want to have dialogue with anybody else.
Yeah,
playing.
I just want to pay attention to the game.
Yeah, I'm playing here. Clearly, I don't want to talk to anybody else.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for us, guys. Thanks, Brent, for being with us. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, guys.
Thanks for your Dark Souls input.
Dark Souls is pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Highly recommended for Mr. Ferdinand.
Yep.
9.5
9 out of 10 for me, just because of Ferdinand's key.
That's your keep now.
So, take it easy, guys, and don't forget to stay super green.